One day when I become the official king of the world, I'm going to force all camera companies to have built-in ND filters in their cameras. Sure, I'll do the other things too. I'll end disease, end poverty, I'll fix the climate, all that great stuff. But right after that, after all that important stuff, I'm going to get on those camera companies to put built-in ND filters into their cameras. But as of today, I'm not the king of the world. It's quite unfortunate. But I am glad there are companies like Freewell who make ND filters for their cameras specifically for the Action 2. Imagine if I was king of the world. That would be so cool. Actually, I would just do an awful job. It'd be really bad, really bad. First of all, I need to say that Freewell did send me a bunch of filters for free, which was very nice of them. My channel is still pretty small, so the fact that they reach out to smaller channels to see if they can do reviews of the products and offer them the products, I think that's pretty cool. Now, just because they sent it for free doesn't mean I'm going to give them a great glowing review. But Freewell is definitely not paying me for this video. So if this product sucks, I'm going to tell you, no problem. And fortunately for you and me, Freewell does make some of the best filters out there, specifically ND filters. And these filters are great. Freewell offers several different options for their ND filters. This one here is the Bright Day 4-pack. It's actually my favorite. It has ND 8, 16, 32, and 64, but it also comes with polarizers. There's also the standard pack, which has ND 8, 16, 32, and 64 without the polarizers, and those are great as well. You can also buy individuals. I think there's a long exposure, which is ND 1000. But the other great thing is that they offer individual filters. So if you just want to buy an ND 32, you can do that. For me, with the Osmo Action, the original Osmo Action, that's exactly what I did. I started off with an ND 32, then I later on bought the ND 16. For me, ND 8, I didn't really use it very often, so it wasn't something that I wanted. So I didn't want to buy a pack, but I wanted to buy the individual. So if you think you're going to use the pack, that's probably the best deal to get, but they also sell the filters individually. So the big question when it comes to action cameras, and this one specifically, the Action 2, is do you really need ND filters for this tiny little action camera? And to be honest, the answer really is no, you don't. You don't need them. Of course, if you really want to control your image and get the shot that you really want, then ND filters are really going to help you. ND filters basically help you control the shutter and allow you to keep that shutter speed down so you can get just enough motion blur on your shots. Sometimes with an action camera, things are moving so quickly, if you don't have the proper shutter speed or if your shutter speed is too fast, some things will look a little choppy. Some people don't mind that, but there are other people that are really specific and they want that motion blur. These specific filters right here are really well made. They go on with a magnet and they really clip on really well. They're pretty darn solid. There's holes for the microphones, which is great. The Action 2 has really improved its audio game, so you have a whole bunch of different microphone options, which is great compared to the Osmo Action. That's one of the things I love about the Action 2. But these ND filters, they're on there and they're pretty secure. So you're out in the, for me, out in the woods, out on the boat, something like that. I don't want the ND filters to fall off. And I'm really pretty happy that they're gonna stay on there. They're pretty secure. The design itself, it's pretty good. It's very specifically designed for the Action 2 and they stay on really well. I have other ND filters for the Pocket 2, which I love. And to be honest with you, they're also magnetic, but they don't clamp on like this. This has a little bevel on it that you can hook it on and you can see that it's not going to move. Sometimes with the Pocket 2, I'm a little bit nervous that the ND filters are going to slip right off of those bad boys. But this one here, I'm pretty secure. It's really a good design. These filters from Freewell are not cheap, but you do get what you pay for. There are a lot of other options out there, and maybe that's something for you. But if you can afford to pay a little bit extra, you're not going to be disappointed in the quality of these ND filters. I can guarantee you that. When I got these filters, I was thinking about how many different ND filters I have for my mirrorless camera, for my Pocket 2, all those other things, and I have a lot of ND filters. I love internal ND for sure. That's my favorite. And the higher end cameras that I use, they have built-in ND. Love that. But for some of the more consumer products, you just have to get external ND. I've never had a problem with Freewell. I have them for the Pocket 2, I have them for the Osmo Pocket, my Mini 2, a bunch of different options, and I've never really had a problem. One of my filters did break for the Action, sorry, the Osmo Action. The glass broke and I just contacted them. They replaced it, no problem. It was very quick. I didn't have to deal with any issues. They sent it to me and it's been perfect. I've used it hundreds of hours now probably, and I've had no problems with that ND filter. So thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments your thoughts on ND filters for action cameras. And actually, let me know your thoughts on the Action 2. I know some people love this new upgrade and some people, not so much. I made a video recently on this camera and I'm kind of on the fence about it, so I'm not really sure. Where did we leave off on me being king of the world? How does one go about becoming king of the world? Do I apply for it? I'm not too sure. Something like that seems like there would be a lot of paperwork to do and a lot of paperwork to fill out. Yeah, it's not something I really want to do. I mean, I want to be a king of the world, but I don't want to do the paperwork. So anyways, maybe some other time I'll look into it. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.